Hello all. In this session I'm going to present you quickly how to make an exploded view out of an assembly, and also how to animate that particular assembly, repeatedly how to do the complete process. Actually this was asked by few of the students regarding this assemblies, where I have in my previous video lectures I have presented how to assemble the modules and how to create individual components, and now on their request I am going to present you how to make an exploded view. For that I am going to a new window where I have three different options, as I have already developed assemblies in my previous videos. So directly I'll go on to assembly, no need to create individual components, then assembly, then followed by exploded view. Directly, as I'm having those assemblies with me in the database, so I'll just say OK to this. Once I say OK, I could see a different window here where all the options are different. Have a look at it. All the options are different, out of which today's discussion or this session's discussion is based on exploded view. Alright, how to make an exploded view, what are the different techniques need to be followed, and also how to animate that particular exploded view. Okay, that is the today's discussion. So I'll just say open, and let me select. This is an assembly of eccentricity with different components. So I'll directly go to complete assembly. I'll say OK to this. This is an assembly of an eccentricity. Have a look at it. You find different components, 2 bolts, 2 nuts, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 different components are there with this particular assembly. So okay, let me keep the component in isometric view and check it out whether it is fine or not. Yes, still for your better visuality I'll just rotate it for according to our conveniences. Alright, let us keep it in this format. Fine. Now to make an assembly, we have seen different videos based on, and now how to explode these components. Okay, how to unfasten, nothing but how to unfasten from its actual working position. Okay, for example, to disassemble the complete assembly, what is the general procedure need to be followed? Okay, based on this particular software that we'll see today. Alright, for that I'll click on exploded view. Once I click on exploded view, I find two different options. Okay, one is in this case exploded step, regular step is one, and one more radial setup. Okay, or radial step. Okay, for this session radial is not much required. Okay, so directly we'll use the regular base what we try to do. Okay, for that what I try to do is I'll just click on regular, and I'll click on, I want to unfasten this particular joint first. For that what I try to do, I'll click on this nut. Okay, and with respect to z axis, okay, means based on the z direction, which is a blue direction, I'll just with my left mouse button I'll drag it out. Okay, similarly I'll click on the bolt and I'll just drag it out. Okay, unfastened. Okay, and similarly to the other side also I'll do the same operation. Just concentrate. I'll do the same operation here also. Bolt need to be dragged out. Okay, wrong selection. Oh sorry, yeah, I'll click over here and drag it out. Oh, some problem. What is that? Yeah, I'll click out, and once again I'll try to, yes, the selection which I made earlier was not proper. Okay, this is the thing we did. I just move it out, still fine. Again, now once it got fastened, now we can remove this strap number 1 as well as the sheave and the packing material. That we can do simply by clicking here and dragging it out. So the distance depends on the person who is actually operating it. Okay, still I'll move further this bolt also, again this one, yeah, so that we can move the strap further. Okay, now I would like to remove this particular packing material first, move it out. Similarly this packing material, yes. Then the sheave, I can remove the sheave now without any disturbance. Yes, now here there is two more joints where we need to remove nuts followed by the components. Here I'll click over here. I would like to remove this screw followed by the second one. Yes, we did it. Now we need to separate these two components. Eccentric rod, I am going to move a distance. Yeah, this is how an exploded view of an eccentricity look like. Okay, out of its working positions. Now I have randomly picked each and every individual and placed it at some random distance, convenient distances, conventionally. So you can fix these dimensions also, that is also possible. Directly double click whichever you want to make changes, you can double click and make changes. Okay, for example, if I go down, I find 11 is this particular rod, eccentric rod. If I go further top, this is step 1. Okay, this is the first one which I have removed out of that assembly. That changes you can make. Okay, where here auto space components on drag is there, no? So here you can directly uncheck this. Okay, you can directly uncheck and give your own dimensioning. That is, there is a possibility. Okay, just double click on this, and here you need to, it is 330, I'll just make it 340. Okay, that is possible. So here step number 3 maybe, that changes can be done. I'll just go to chain number 4. Here I'll try to make it as 40, it is 43, I'll just make it 50. Okay, further we can make a move. These are all possibilities, different possibilities available. Once you're done with all the positions, if you are okay with the random position, then it is fine, or else you can make changes by double clicking this. I'll show one more for your understanding. I'll double click on the chain 1. Okay, drag down, scroll it down. Now it is 377, I'll just make it 380. Okay, click it here. That effect you could see. I'll say OK to the exploded view. Once the exploded view is done, as you could see, all the components are placed at some offset distances from its working position. Okay, but if I want to keep them all in its working position, again, no need for us to deal with each and every individual component. Directly what you could do is go to your actual command tree. Here you find assembly 2, right click over it. Okay, and there you find one option called collapse. Once you click on collapse, those components will come and sit in its working position. Okay, have a look. I'm clicking on collapse. Now it is fitted, but the thing is, it has taken an immediate move where you can't even see how the movement of components are. Okay, if you keep it in a slow motion, then it becomes easy for us to understand and easy for us to see with our naked eye. That is the reason what we try to do, we will try to animate it. Okay, again I'm repeating, right click on the assembly 2, I'm saying it as exploded, it went. Okay, it is sitting in its random position which we have selected already. Now right click and ask for animate collapse. Okay, once I say animate collapse, have a look at the component. All the parts are moving to its working position slowly, one by one. Have a look at it. It is a repeated process repeating continuously. It is exploding and it is unexploding. It is slowly moving. Animation is also possible. Okay, now we can increase the speed of this particular animation. Okay, we can increase the speed by this option. Okay, So have a look at it. Speedily it is exploding and unexploding. This is the option, and if you want to make it slow, this beside one is the option. Have a look. So here the sequential order is also very much important. The way you unexplode one after the other, in the same way animation will also takes place. Okay, if you go in a wrong way without unscrewing, if you remove the bolt, then the complete animation goes wrong. Okay, so it is a repeated process, continuously it is happening. If you want to stop that continuous process, this option need to be taken off. Okay, once you uncheck that, then what happens, will come sit. Okay, repeated option here, have a look. You can make it as a loop also. The way we have given movements, have a look at the component properly. The way I have dragged one after the other, in the same sequential order, it is moving inside in its working position. Okay, so this is the best way to have a visual effect of complete exploded view and unexploded view. This is how the animation is prepared. And while animating also, you can rotate the complete component, that is also possible. Okay, no need to worry. You can rotate by using middle mouse scrolling button. By holding it, you can rotate. Okay, but keeping one thing in mind, while dragging all the components from its working position, make sure that should fix your window. Okay, that is very much important, or else it won't look proper. Have a look. If I keep it something like this, you can't see all the components, but still the animation is going on. This is what we learn from our basics. Okay, this is how the animation will be of an eccentricity. In the same format, in the same way, you can go with any of the what you call assemblies. You can try at your home with all different assemblies, so that it will help you out to practice SolidWorks in a better way. Alright, this is how we did. Okay, this is a simple video about exploded view and how to animate it. Okay, I hope you guys understood, and in the upcoming videos I'll try to come up with more and more new innovative kind of videos in case of SolidWorks, and I'll try to correlate the same with machine drawing or else with some other subject like CAD system. This is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, share our videos so that most of the other students may also get benefited. Thank you.